on here? Okay, back again. Back on the same subject, but another live stream tonight. We got pizza, so I had to stop and eat, and that was good. Okay, so go back to my desktop and get myself over here to my search. Kind of trying to make sure everything's good on my stream before I can't quit coughing. What else is new? Okay, so I was trying to remember how to set up cron job and what all had to be done in the newer versions of Fedora, and it was Fedora 23. Well, I think I showed that in the last video. Fedora 23 is where I probably the time I remembered anyway. I don't know if I had to do it before that or not, but to get it working, I had to do some. Well, in Fedora 23, I installed it as well. I had a terminal output from where I installed it, or at least I ran the command. Yeah, I installed it. I saw that it did do it. Actually, I could have done it backwards because Fedora 23 was using DNF. It was Yum Chrome. I don't know. Anyway, I did. But now in 28. I did a search setting up a cron job. C-R-O-N is how that word is spelled. And first two pages opened up were just what I needed. This is like the Fedora manual, and it's got everything in it, but it's also really hard to find stuff. And it's set up in like you hit next, and so you can't. One thing that I love to do, if I find a long page, I search. I hit Control Find and I say Start. Okay, there you go. Start and stop a cron job, cron service. See, and it tells you the commands right there. But this one, well, it was actually interesting because there's so much in my head that I couldn't really remember. This page here has got everything you need to know for running. I didn't remember that there were three types of cron jobs. There's cron, what I remembered, and anacron. And I'm not gonna. Of course, I just got there reading this whole thing while I was eating and everything, and it lasted longer than it took me to eat. And I wouldn't be any good at reading it out loud anyway, and I don't imagine anybody wants me to, but you can read it for yourself if you go here. And if I can remember, I'll even put the links to this stuff I just found just now in my video description. If not, well, you can that's why I showed you the Google search. You see kind of how to do your search. If it doesn't come up, in the same order, well, you'll still just look for this page here. One way or the other, find this page. I mean, whatever search way you want to do it, but it's actually at https://fedoraproject.org/F28 System Administration Guide. And I'm not even going to try to read all that. I'd get it wrong. Okay, so yeah, there's cron and anacron, and let's see, where does it say? Okay, both cron and anacron. I'm going to have to read some of it. Are demon. Both cron and anacron are daemons. Daemons, sorry, they're not demons, they're daemons. There are daemons that can schedule and execute recurring tasks to a certain point in time defined by the exact time, day of the month, day of the week, and week. Cron jobs can run as often as every 1 minute, and however, the utility assumes that the system is running continuously, and if the system is not on at the time when the job is scheduled, it's not executed. On the other hand, this is something to really note here. On the other hand, anacron remembers these scheduled jobs as if the system was not running at the time when the job was scheduled. The job is then executed as soon as the system is powered up. However, anacron can only run a job once a day. Okay, there you go. So that'd be good for your system updates. That's probably how it's done, I bet. If not, that would be the way I could set it up. I think that's what you do when you set up the automatic updates. And so, well, actually, I don't want it once a day. I want every time the system is rebooted. So maybe that's even different. And here's the commands for installing. Let's see this part. To install cron and anacron, you need to install the crony package with cron and the crony anacron package with the crony with anacron. Crony anacron is a subpackage of crony. Yeah, so crony is the name of the package, C-R-O-N-I-E. To determine if the package are installed in your system, issuing the follow command. So I'm just going to do that. There's a whole lot more of this article, but I'm just going to take it as I go. This here is the full documentation page. It's laid out differently. See, why is this different? This is docs old. Maybe they've started doing it this way now. I like this layout really well. It says old, so but it's. I guess this wasn't for the Fedora 28, chapter 18. So anyway, oh yeah, see it goes up to Fedora 26 and then stops. See, this is actually Fedora 15, and that's something you got to pay attention to if you're in this particular part. I guess it's now the old docs-o Fedora project. So see, there's not anything newer. So there's lots and lots of valuable information. It starts at 7. It doesn't go any further back than that. Anyway, I won't go into it. I'll just get back to this. That's there. You'll run into it all the time. Me, I like this right here much better, this layout. Okay. Everything on this subject is on this one page. There's no next. And that other document, it goes off into so much detail, so many side trips. And if I do try to go through all of them, we never know how many there's going to be. And you find, like I said, it's finding specific information. It's kind of like taking a class when you get in that other one, and you started in September and you quit. You've done in June, So let me see. I'm going to open up a terminal, and whoops. That's not what I want to do. I just wanted to move it. I'm just going to put it somewhere. Maybe that is the place where I want it. Yeah, I want to be able to leave it wherever it is I put it, and work in it. If you don't have it wide enough, it won't. Well, let's try it. I'm going to try to size it to fit in my page there. We'll see how that works. Matter of fact, I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to do SU to get super user privileges. And that is what it tells you to do up there. And yeah, I got it right. Okay, so now I'm going to paste that command in there. And this is the command to see if you've got them installed. Yeah, I see it's already there. Crony, for my version, and crony anacron. So they're already there. Okay, and returns the full names of what you got, and then if you don't have it, then you can install it with the nf install package, which that script I was showing, it was old. It was from Yum, but well, it was ran it in Fedora 23. I probably found some older information. I ran it as Yum, and then DNF took over and did the work and installed them. But I don't know, maybe Fedora 23 didn't have it. I mean, I don't know why I'd be installing it. Look in there and see. I'm got myself curious now. So get out of my videos folder. Let's see, documents. Finding that file again. Let's see, it was Fedora. I believe it was in Fedora 23. I had to do a search to find that. Since I don't have that many documents, I think I'll just search. Yeah, Chrome's what I search for. I'll just search all of them. Okay, so yeah, here's that file, and then what's this? Oh, and that's the one I just downloaded, that whole page, and so there it is right there. So let's just say view that file. Okay, so I did yum install y for yes, yum dash cron. Oh, that's how you did it back then. Actually, maybe that's how you would do it now. It would be DNF dash cron. But anyway, I did yum, but then it takes it over. It did actually install yum cron and yum cron daily. Just by me doing that. There's no extra commands in there or anything. So, I just vaguely remember that, and what I ended up with was run yum cron daily, and of course I wanted it to run daily. Well, I wanted something to run daily. My updates. See, did I run another command? No. Install yum cron and yum cron daily. So I might have done that. You could do that. You could install, like, you could install yum extender and yum DNF extender back in Fedora 23. I don't think you can do that in 28. So I'm going to try to stick with the new program, and I'm going to take what I need out of here and do what they're saying. Okay. It tells you right there how you could install both of them together in one command if you wanted to. See, it just says DNS install crony dash anacron. So that's a little different. That's why I'm saying that. And if you need more information on how to install packages and stuff, it shows you where to go. Let's see. Running the cron service. Okay. The cron and anacron jobs are both picked by the cron D service. Yeah, I remember cron D service. You'll see that. It may be in here. There it is, cron D. So it's running. I was just fixing it. There's another way. That's the simplest way to find out if anything is running. Is to have that. My favorite one is KDE System Monitor, which is KSysGuard I remember that because I had to figure it out to install it again in my new system here. KSysGuard is the name of the app, and that's what you would type. Look for in DNF or type in the command line to like DNF install KSysGuard, and you'll have it. I like it better than any of them because the number one thing, it has all the layout the way I like it. I want to see them. Two main things I want to know is what's using the most memory, what's using the most CPU. It has a good layout, except for it used to stay. When I would do that and get it all fitting right, it used to stay, and it's not doing it now. I don't know why. I looked earlier if there was some settings I could make it stay, but it didn't. But let's see if I want to see what's running. Just start typing the name of the processor application, and you'll see it. I see it down there now. So I have cron running, and I didn't do it. I didn't have to install it. Of course, I saw that it was installing, but was it running? That was my first question. Okay, so is it running? Is that why my Lucky Backup isn't running? Isn't running on its own? It's probably because I need anacron or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm still figuring that out. It's something I got to do, I think, to get it to where it'll run. Okay. So to determine if the service is running, now let's just go confirm what I'm saying here. System CTL status. Okay, now this tells us everything that's running in the cron D service. Okay, let's see. User lib system D, system cron D service enabled, active, running, tells you the times and stuff. Tells us PID 915, tasks 1, okay. Limit 4,448, memory, 6 megabytes? I guess that's all of it together, because there's more than one thing you can see down here. These are all things that were installed by the default Fedora 28 system. Well, not all of them, because I just see something. Okay, there's cron info running, reload, and it refreshes itself every so often, so you don't have to restart it. I'll notice that it tells every time it tells you how to do things. It says you don't have to restart cron or anacron in order to get it to work your changes, because it automatically checks for changes every so many minutes. However, it's set up. CMD, am I not? I thought something was a little odd there. Okay, so yeah, that was nice and pretty, but let's just leave it like that, and then I'll just make it full screen. Now we can read the whole thing. Usually that's how I leave my terminal most of the time anyway, because of that right there. Sometimes things wrap around, sometimes they don't. And okay, didn't go back to the command prompt, so I got to do something to get out of that. This is kind of like a live view of what's going on, I guess. Okay, so cron info running with iNotify support. And this is under root here. Reload, var spool, cron root, CMD user, share, clam AV, fresh clam, sleep. Oh, does it really? I think that only runs when you open up clam AV. I don't think it updates because it always shows you that when you open it up. So it's not updating clam AV databases in the background, but that's what that is. Fresh clam, that updates the clam AV databases. And then run parts, etc cron hourly, etc cron hourly. Okay, clam AV update process started at, maybe it does now. Maybe it says it started. Okay. Main CVD, and that's the clam AV still. Daily CLD, yeah. Bytecode, that's all clam AV updates. CMD run parts. Okay, well that's kind of cool, or cool to know, or something. Oh, let's just leave that like that and go down here. Okay, and then to run the cron service. Okay, so it's already running, and we don't need to do that. And to configure the service to start automatically. Well, we don't need to do that either because it's already running, and I've never ran anything to make it run, so it's running. To stop it, to prevent it from starting automatically, you probably wouldn't want to do that. And then restarting it, and that's the thing they said, you don't really need to do that, just to fix your change. Like, if there's some reason why you want to, there it is, But now, configuring the anacron job. The main, and did it say that up there where the configuration is for it? No, it doesn't tell you that with cron. Okay. But whoops, getting too far down. Configuring anacron jobs. The main configuration file is to schedule jobs is in the etc anacron tab file, which can only be accessed by the root user. The file contains the following: shell, bin bash, path, sbin, so on, so on, so on, mail to, root, and that's set up by default. And I remember you can go into your root mail and you'll see all those notices and things. The only way I really ever found a way to access it was just to go into the folder and double click on like the mail file or something. It would open up and you could read it. It was like a text viewer, I tried a couple of times to put it into Thunderbird, but I never did get it working. I didn't really know. Didn't want to go to so much trouble to learn how. But not too often that I actually wanted to read those little but you could tell it to go. You could put, from what I understood, you could tell it to go to your regular email address, change that from root to, I don't know if it may only do it internally, like actually not even just on your network, but on your machine. I don't know if it can send it out through the internet. I messed around with that a little bit and I didn't get very far. The maximal, I didn't know that was a real word, maximum. It is. I've seen it before. They used to use maximal a lot in the 1800s and stuff like that instead of maximum. Maximal random delay added to the base delay of the jobs. That is, of course, that's a note. It's commented out, but I'm saying hashtag. I always hated that. The number sign is what I've always was taught when I was a kid growing up in school, and that's what I've always called it. Now everybody calls it a hashtag. They say it in here somewhere too. But they say a little. They don't say hashtag. They say the hash somewhere or other. Let's see what it says. Oh, the hash sign. Yeah. So now I've lost my place. And I can't find. I thought maybe I'd find it by spelling that maximal word. I bet I can. Roll myself back up here. Yeah, anacron jobs. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm going in circles. Okay, the maximal random delay added to the base delay of the jobs. Random delay equals 45, and that's minutes. And that's still just a note, you know. And then the jobs will be started during the following hours only. Start hours range 3 to, you know, like just a range 3 to 22. Period in days, delay in minutes, job identifier command. So period in days, 1 day, 1 to 5. That one I don't understand completely. 1, 5, cron daily, cron weekly, cron monthly, and then job identifier command. Okay, here's the command. Run parts. Oh, that's the command. Whoa. Trying to drag it. I think that's the whole command right there. Minutes, job identifier. I think job identifier is nice, I guess. I remember seeing that in this stuff, and all it was something that had, I think it's just kind of like Acme brick, you know. I think it's just a word they put in there. There's a word. There's always a word. Foo, when they want to say yum install foo, you know, when everybody's supposed to know foo is not a real application. It's just a word. You know, kind of like just a placeholder, you know. So at monthly, I read this somewhere when I was reading all. I guess I skipped some instructions. At monthly, ampersand monthly means it's a kind of shortcut way to say it, and it's a macro. That's actually a macro at monthly, and what it means is it'll run monthly, you know. So and I'm not going to read through every one of those because it's just, well, I just got through doing it, and and as you can see, I'm going in circles, so anybody would be better off reading it for themselves. I'm just trying to get through it and do it, but I wanted to kind of hit the highlights in the video here. Okay, the remaining lines in etc cron tab, that's where it's at. Present scheduled jobs in the following format: period in days, daily in minutes, job identifier command. And I kind of see from what I lose track of what I just read to what the explanation of what it means is from the time I got from there to there. So that didn't register with me really as to meaning much of anything. But I mean, I kind of know what that means, but I couldn't explain it. Period in days. Okay, let's see. Go on down. Any lines that begin with the hash sign, number sign, are comments and are not processed. Okay, here's another example, etc anacron tab file. This one, okay, random delay 30, that's the maximal random delay of the jobs. That's 30 minutes, yeah. And then these will be starting through these hours only, and it's kind of the same as the one above. There's a little bit different though. This one down here, it actually tells it to write something to a proc temp folder. And I had to read through there. I kind of understood what they were. It was an example, you know, of what you could do. But if you can read through all that, and it'll make more sense. Then configuring cron jobs. That can be, that's in the ECT cron tab. That's the one thing I kind of remembered. I remembered cron tab. I couldn't remember exactly where it was or anything, but it's in the ETC. Said it wrong. ETC cron tab. I'll probably go in there in a minute, but right now I'm just going to go through this. And to do any of that, you got to be a root user. So what I do, I guess I'll go in there right now. Okay, so what I do is the simplest way I've ever found to do it is in Crusader. Go to Tools. I usually put buttons up here, but I haven't done it yet. I wanted to do it on the video. And so go to Tools, and then it'll open up Crusader in root mode, and then put in your root password. If I did that soon enough, yeah, I got it to open up in that other window. So see, the red one is root mode, and the blue one is regular user. So if I go to the absolute root of the whole thing, folder etc, and then cron D. See, there's all those different crons, and then these are the files. Cron deny, that's in part of the stuff. There's also some crony files, crony config, crony keys, cron tab. I believe cron tab is the one we wanted to see, and the one we were just now reading about. Cron tab. I guess this is the one, and I'm going to open it in view mode so I can't accidentally mess it up. If I just double click it or hit edit, then I could edit it. I guess it's going to open up. There we go. Here's my cron tab. Bin bash, path, root, and it has nothing but comments in it. Okay, so that's probably why nothing's running. This may not be the right one to put it in. There's different places for different purposes. You know, what you're trying to do. So my cron tab is just got the comments, and it gives you an idea about how to the syntax of how to write things out. But I tell you what, I've been looking over that over and over, and I ain't quite got it figured out yet. So I'm going to close that so that I can't accidentally break something on the system. And this explains what each section means and all that. Well, that shows that you see, that's my cron tab, just like this example, pretty much. And but nothing nothing actual commands in there. And this is why I used to do it in Fedora, in my earlier versions of Fedora and the GUI. That was enough learning just to learn how to use that GUI. Definitely not having to do this. This is, I don't know, I'm getting a little better at this because over the years I'm catching on and remembering a little more and a little more. But of how to, how some of these sort of things work. Just that it's so easy to make mistakes. It's easy to make mistakes either way. Edit them manually or if you do. And I'm going to look maybe, depends on if it's really easy to do it and then just manually, I'll just do that. But which is what I think I did in Fedora 23. But if it's hard, then I'll look for I already did look for a GUI app. I didn't see one in DNF, but I may open my old Fedora 14 machine and see if I can find those old apps. But then look for them in DNF. But we'll see. Okay, the first 3 lines contains a variable definition as an anacron tab. Anacron tab is the one, I didn't see that just now. I didn't think to look for it, but above it, it depends on what kind of job you want to run, whether you want to run an anacron job or a cron job. I'm going to call them that. I think that's how they say it. And so anyway, then you can read through all that, and we just looked in cron tab. Okay, and then this is more explanation. You see, when the jobs run: minute, hour, day, month, day of the week. Following define other job operators: username, command to be executed. So that kind of makes sense. Let's see. And then for any of the above values, an asterisk can be used to specify all valid values. If, for example, you define a month value as an asterisk, the job will be executed every month within the constraints of other values. Okay, well, see, they're getting into the details. This is why it's nice if you can find a graphic app to do this for you. And of course, all I'm wanting to do, see, that's already been done for me, so maybe it's in anacron or something. Probably should have left that open, huh? Lucky Backup, I couldn't think of the name of the app. It's already done that. I know it's already put that somewhere. It's just not being run, So maybe I guess I may end up having to look up how to get, well, that would probably open another whole can of worms, how to get a Lucky Backup to run, on boot and all that stuff. But it used to just set it up in Lucky Backup and it worked. Now it's not set up by default in Fedora anymore, and you've got to first get all the cron and anacron stuff working. So at least that's the way I remember it. That it was, basically just click and go. It is once you get it going. I remember that much. Okay. And of course, any lines begin with the hashtag or number sign, hashtag, number sign won't be processed. And users other than root can configure cron tasks with the cron tab utility. Yeah, no, we'll see if we can run. I think it's something you can run in the command line. The user-defined cron tabs are stored in var spool cron. Now, that's a whole nother place. Directory and executed as if run by users that created them. I don't know if we can go to var spool cron. We'll try. We'll just try going there without going into Crusader root mode. I left an extra space in there. Can't go there. That's what I thought. So yeah, I should have left that open. I kind of knew when I wasn't through with it yet. Whoops. I don't think I ever. It was too slow that time. I didn't make it. Move left. I want you separated. Okay, so I don't think I ever checked my voice, my sound on my stream. It's over there. It's working though. It was over there playing away on that machine. See, okay, now that's weird. This I don't like. Look on the right side there. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, this little arrows and all this junk. This is the way it should look, the way the file system actually is laid out. /, name, so-and-so, so-and-so. And it used to always look that way. Now it doesn't. See, I got to space him, copy the space back. Okay, here we are. Var spool cron, and there's a root cron job evidently. Let's view it. Oh, okay. Oh, lucky backup. Okay, at reboot, sleep 1200. I don't know what sleep 1200 means. env display O, user bin, lucky backup, silent, skip critical. Okay, this is it. This is my cron job for lucky backup. Lucky backup default Don profile root lucky backup logs. It's going to write the logs to there. Last cron log. Okay, lucky backup logs default Don last cron log. Wonder if I can go there to read that log. I'm going to try it. Okay, so there it is. Just like I thought. It made it for me. But why it's not running? Maybe I'm mistaken. I thought I had to put it in the root user of Lucky Backup. It did in Fedora 23. I know that. All right. Usually you can't do that anyway. Oh, that's a folder. Default Don. Oh, okay. Let's just try to get into that folder. There we go. There's a bunch of logs. Okay. That's a log directory. Default Don. This is all lucky. No? What is this? Oh, I see. It's a log for each and every one of my, like, not scenes. Scenes are in OBS Studio, but, okay. 7/15/18, 7/4/18. Okay, so I want to look at this one. That's my, I don't have lucky backups, so I can't say what those are called, but anyway. Your jobs, your backup jobs, that's what they are. Okay, no protocol specified. Lucky backup cannot connect to the X server. No protocol specified. There may be something wrong with my import instead of something wrong in the cron jobs and stuff. See, there's my backup drive and everything. Oh. I think this is where I ran the test, 39.89 gigabytes would have been copied. I'm pretty sure this is the test. Because I know for sure it hasn't done it yet. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so it says default Dawn. Oh, okay, default Dawn, home Dawn. Well, that is the. Oh, and that's the Fedora Lenovo i5. Those are the two profiles, or I guess you could call them profiles, that want to run and they're not running. And they say, you know, it shows the job of it being, it should say in there somewhere that this is, I guess if I searched dry, what is it, dry run or test? I can't remember what, I don't want to open up any more applications on my machine, you know, it's not that powerful. I wonder if I can, you can bookmark folders, so I'm going to bookmark that, but that'll only be for, you know, root user, but that's fine. I'll stay in that log folder. Well, I can click over there. Let's click over there. If I deleted the log, it wouldn't be the end of the world by accident. Okay, so in this case, you see, I did set up as root user. I was in Lucky Backup Super User, but I don't think I'm sitting there going, what should I have been doing it in user Don? But I don't think so. I couldn't. I looked at that over and over again because I set it up in Don originally on Fedora 23. It wouldn't work. Set it up in root as root user, and then it worked. I imported it over into root, so I wouldn't have to redo all that manual work again. To create this is next down here. To create a cron tab as a specific user, log in as that user, and type a command. Type the command cron tab E. Okay, we need to get another terminal that's not. To edit the user's cron tab. Okay, yeah, okay, with the edit specified in the visual or editor environment variable. The value uses the same formats as etc cron tab. When the changes to the cron tab are saved, the cron tab is stored according to the user's name, written to the var spool cron username. To list the comments of the current user's cron tab, use the cron tab I command. First, I want to do that. I want to edit anything till I check and see what's in there. So yeah, we actually want to do root. How do I get out of there though? Let's see. I saw something about how to get out of one particular thing. Escape doesn't do it. You see, it's just sitting there running that. Actually, I think it ran it over and over again, looks like. It runs it again every so often. Okay, yeah. And that's the... it's live telling you what's going on, and it refreshes every so often. I don't even see the command where I started it. Let's see. I think I know what to do because I've read all this before. But it's way on down in here. Well, let's go back and figure that part out. Cron tab space dash I. That's what I want to run here. But now we got to figure out. I got to figure out how to get out of this. I could usually, if I'm stuck, I just close the terminal and start again. But I'd like to figure this out. And do it right for a change. Well, I may want to save all this like I've been doing, you know. Oh, man, I know there was so much in there. I didn't mean to. I forgot that thing. I kind of saw that it was doing that. Okay, where did I start this? Command scheduler. Is that it? No. Issue, crony, anacron, and that told me what was installed. Systemctl status, cron service. Okay. Well, I'm going to copy this and go find it on my page. And then, if it's only in there one time, okay, to configure this service to start automatically at boot time, use the following command as root. Well, it's already running, so I don't need to do that. Okay. Stopping the cron service, prevent the service, restarting the cron service. So it doesn't tell you how to get out of there once you get into it. It wasn't that I missed it. Okay. I wonder if I can use... Some of those searchers, no, when I do that, it just pages. Yeah, if I go up and down on the arrow keys, it could be L. It could be lowercase l instead of I. I kept saying it was I. Probably was lowercase l. It was cron something. Cron's in here 1,000 times, so I'm trying to find where I was in the deal. Okay, so I guess it's not going to be that easy. But I guess if I start at the top and work my way down, I can find it. I think I was in the configuring anacron jobs. Where were we? Configuring cron jobs. No, that right there is what I was talking about. Don't restart the daemon to apply the changes. I think I'm up in here somewhere. Either that or I passed it and didn't notice it earlier. Okay. Should have pasted that little command into another somewhere else like it. So I could find it. Sep root cron. I really think I'm way past where I want to be. A lot of it looks so similar. It's hard to find myself in there. Okay. Anacron tab. Okay, yeah. Configuring anacron tabs. Now I know I was in that section. I don't remember how far past it I went. Oh, the proc. I'm getting there. I think we're getting there. Yeah, anacron tab. It can weekly job bash script. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, I lost my place. That stinks. Okay, try one more time. Anacron is not. Oh. It wasn't. Oh. I can't type now. I absolutely can't type. Cron, C-R-O-N, space, dash, L. That is what I thought that command was. Wasn't cron D. Yeah, and that wasn't an I, it was an L. It was lowercase l. Oh, well, let's try it this way. I don't think I ever saw there. Lowercase l. Well, there's command dash line, but shouldn't be in there very many times. There it is. Cron tab. Oh, it's cron tab. Okay. But that's not where I was at. It was up higher. Command line. Okay, this must be where I was at. Yeah, visual editor. Okay. Now I know what it is. Cron tab L. But it's still better to still better for me to I still haven't got out of here. Cron tab L. Damn it. I was turned around. I'm going to do something. I have this saved on my drive here. Let's see. Right here. I'm going to open it straight off my drive just so I'll have 2 copies of it. I mean, I guess I could have done it some other way, but what I want is, that's not the same file I was looking for. Oh, that's Anaconda. There it is. Improvements in Anaconda. Now then. It was something like Control D. I don't want to just hit stuff, that's for sure. I guess it wasn't CTL. They could have wrote the word control. I don't remember. Usually they say CTL plus and whatever letter when they mean a shortcut on the keyboard, but that's not it. But there's several times when it said in order to get out of a program you hit, I think it might have been Control D. Here it is. Oh, because it's an image. Press Control D on an empty line. That's a whole different thing. That's not it. This is the AT. This is a whole other thing I haven't got to. Controlling an at job. This is another kind of job that I'm not to yet. So I don't want to get up into that. So, I don't have a clue how to get out of that. See, it doesn't matter what you hit. It won't respond. Escape, nothing. So, I don't think there was much in there anyway. Why didn't I just do that to start with? I said I wanted to do it the right way and all that stuff. Oh, that opened up another hole. Okay, I'm going to copy that again. Now we'll open up our terminal again and just start over. So before I do super user, let's see if there's anything under. Okay, no Chrome tab for Don. There we go. Now then. Whoops. Which is what I would expect. Now, where's that command? I was trying to be smart and use the arrow keys, you know, to get back to that command again, but it didn't show up. Okay, now we have a Chrome tab for Lucky Backup, just like we saw in the files. Sleep 1200. I don't know why. It's 1200 seems like a long time to sleep. I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. But I looked in the, the program Lucky Backup, and I set it to at reboot. Wait. So maybe that's 1200 minutes. Would that be 20 minutes? I mean, 1200 seconds. Would that be 20 minutes? 20 minutes. And then I did see an error though, something about unable to connect to the X and all that stuff. So it could just be a bug or something. We'll see. Okay, but we are back to a command prompt, so we can work without problems here. Okay, so we know we have a cron job, and it is run as a root user, but I don't think that's a problem. I don't think you need to be running as root. I mean, they actually discourage that highly because it's really dangerous. And I can attest to that because the first year or so I was using Linux, I didn't understand all that, and in Windows you couldn't do a darn thing unless you were running as administrator. So I always ran XP as an administrator. So when I installed my Linux system, I started out, and back then in Fedora 5, you had no problem. They didn't try to discourage you, to log in as root. They just gave you advice, and I just logged in as root, and I built my system, and then I got to learning, and I saw that, oh, I really shouldn't do that. But I already had like I don't know, all my favorite, all the apps I'd learned, applications I'd learned about installed and was using them, and I was going to have to start over. I didn't know how to make a install script or anything, so I just kept putting it off. Well, one day, somebody I was talking to on the internet sent me, as on MySpace, talking to somebody and back and forth, and they sent a link to something that was supposed to be some fun thing. Well, my system locked up, and I didn't think much about it because I thought, oh, I knew I'd already figured out Linux, it was not a security problem unless you run as root. I don't know. I just know that the system locked up, and when your system locks up in Linux, you can just hard shut down the machine and you hardly ever damage it. Well, that one time, I didn't wait. I waited a little while, and then I just got tired of waiting, and I just hard shut down the machine. Well, it completely broke the file system. And I didn't know how to fix the broken file system back then, so I ended up having to, I did get my files back. I did find out how to access my files and all that stuff. And I'm checking my sound now. And, well, I guess I have to start the preview again. But I didn't figure out how to fix that operating system. I ended up just reinstalling with the next version or whatever. And I didn't lose any files, but boy, that was really, and I did not run as root user anymore after that. So I learned the hard way. Listen to the good advice of the good people that wrote this system, that that helped build it. So, okay, the etc cron D directory contains files that have the same syntax as the etc cron tab file. Only root is allowed to create and modify these files in this directory. Yeah, that is the one that's actually really, I've forgotten about it, but that's one that's familiar to me, etc cron D. See if we can go there. Okay, here we go. Hourly, 0 hourly, Clam AV update, open Bass sync plugins, RAID check. Oh, well, I don't have a RAID array. Okay, so what do we got in here? Just like they were saying, but there's nothing in there. Root, well, yeah, there is. There's one job, etc cron hourly. I think that means it's just checking for updates. And then Clam AV update, let's see. Just a line, mail, okay. Adjust this line, mail to. It's okay to execute it as root. Fresh Clam drops privileges and becomes user Clam update as soon as possible. And it's running, okay. So I guess Clam AV is actually getting updated without it having to be running, which is awesome. I might ought to try and see if it can do the automatic scan stuff like it. I was saying I can't get it to work. Never have been able to get it to work. Plugin sync daily at midnight. Okay. Root user bin. Open vans NT sync cron. Sync what though? I don't know what that is. What app? Open vans. NVT, not NT. NVT sync cron. I don't know. RAID check. These are just standard things that were already in there. The Clam AV got put in there when I installed Clam AV automatically by the installation of the program. But the rest, well, it could be some of those. I ran all these group installs, so some of these may be because of that. Like that one I just said I don't know what it is. I might have installed it in my group and didn't know that I was getting that. System-wide RAID check. This could be another thing I got because of that. Okay, nice to know. Now, and do not restart the daemon to apply the changes. Yeah. Okay. So if you were editing this stuff, which I do see one thing, but I saw my. I already saw. I mean, I didn't see. Where was I? Well, now I don't see it. But I saw my. I saw somewhere that my Lucky Backup cron job is in there. I saw it a while ago. Okay. The cron daemon checks the etc cron tab file, etc cron tab, the etc cron tab file, etc cron D directory, and the var spool cron. I think var spool cron might be where it was. Every minute for changes, and the detected changes are loaded into memory. It's therefore not necessary to restart the daemon after cron tab or cron T have been changed. There we go. That's the thing. Controlling access to Chrome. So if you want certain users to be able, you can cron allow, or not able, cron deny somewhere. Yeah, cron deny, and cron allow. I'm not going to go into all that. It's pretty serious stuff there. You can black and white list cron jobs. Like what I gathered about all that. Well, say one of those jobs I didn't want them to run. Well, the thing is, okay, let's say you had a script that you wanted to run. This is what I think. I'm not sure. If you had a script you want to run automatically. I've never set anything like that up. I didn't realize that you could do all that until today. Or if I did, I forgot. You say you have a script you want to run by the cron job, and there's something similar. I've been trying to think how could I do something use a cron job to do something, and now I forgot what it was. But so you had a script and you wanted to run it on by the cron job, in a cron job, but it had some things in it, like for instance my install script I built. Maybe you don't want to rerun all that stuff about installing groups. You just want to do the enough update. Maybe I mean it'd be silly, but say that's all you wanted out of it. Well, you would deny. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. Not within the same script. Let's say you have a folder with a bunch of scripts in it. This is what and you want just some scripts to run and others not. This would allow and deny those scripts in that folder. That's what I think what it's talking about. And maybe it's now these scripts have to be, I think you have to put them in a certain folder too. Yeah, at batch. I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. While cron is used to schedule recurring tasks, this is the at utility is used to schedule a one-time task at a specific time, and the batch utility is used to schedule the one-time task to be executed when the system load average drops below 0.8. Installing at batch. Okay, I'm not going to install it. Command returns the full name of the at package and already installed. Oh. Determine if, this is what I want. Determine if at batch is installed. RPM, here's something, if I can remember that, it's a simple thing. They show whatever. RPM space dash Q and then space and then the name of the application, and it'll tell you whether that application is installed or not, whatever the application might be. Foo, for instance. There we go. It's installed. So, like for instance, instead of at, I could say ksysguard. There it is, ksysguard. So if I know the name of a package and I'm not sure, say if you're in one of these articles and you want to know if you have that package or not, don't just run the install command. Like that's what I used to do a lot, and just run it, and then it takes forever to check all its dependencies. And then after all's done, it says, yeah, you've already got it, for 10 minutes later. So that's a good one to know. If I need to, I would make me a my favorite commands file or something if I thought I'd ever find it again. What I've been doing is, whatever I'm doing, I save the output and give it a name to help me find it again. But I'm not sure how I could do that. I kind of would like to do that. What was I saying? Oh, that is the wrong thing. That's the program. This is what I want. I've got some files like that in my backup. But I think I'll do. I think I'll just start one right now. There we go. app name. And for myself, I know that it's without the quotation, or you can say without quotation marks like this. Without quotes is what I usually do. Quotation marks. Take those dots out of there. Okay. Now, there's my very first entry in my commands log. You've heard of the captain's log. Well, this is the commands log for Linux users. Fedora 28 info. Do I have a folder for Linux? I thought I had made one just the other day. I guess I didn't do that. This is not specific to Fedora 28, so I need a whole new folder for Linux commands. I thought I made one. Oh, I guess that was a... Let's try and spell it. C-O-M-M-A-N-D-S. I think that's right. That's fairly close. Sometimes I find later that I actually meant to make that a text file, but it'd be okay, I guess. Why don't I save it again as a text file? I'll do it. Text files sometimes, especially if you're going to use them for anything, like say if you wanted to turn it into a script, you don't want those spaces in the name, so I'll put dashes in there. And text. Use text, yes. Okay, so there's one. There's one right there. Let me see how everything's doing over here. 3.7 megabytes. It's doing fine. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about Crusader running. So I do have, what did I just do? So I have yeah. Kind of already passed. Well, I was still, really what I was describing about running batch of scripts, this is what I was describing. I was ahead of myself. So really what up here, this talk from anacron jobs and stuff. I'm trying to remember what was in there without rereading the whole thing, but I don't think I had it right because it's really the add and batch commands. So to install it, and DNF install, I already have it. Running the AT service or AT service. The AT and batch jobs are both picked by the ATD service. The section provides information on how to start, stop, and restart the ATD service, and shows how to configure it to start automatically at boot time. Okay. I could have been using some of this stuff and didn't realize that's what I was using. To determine if the service is running, use the following command. Now that's systemctl. I don't know how to get out of that, but I guess I'll just do it. Well, this time it worked. It didn't do what it did the last time. Okay. Guess it wasn't the systemctl, it was that other thing. Okay, the job spooling tools, loaded. ATD service enabled, vendor preset enabled, active and running. Okay, so it's running. I figured it was probably a part of the system and it needed to be running. So yeah, see, I was all wet and funny when I thought I was just going to get in the DNF and start installing stuff. I could have done that, and who knows, maybe it might have worked, but I would have just been adding apps that aren't even necessary because they're already there. Just learn how to get it to work in the ones that they set up by default. I recommend that you configure system to start the ATD service automatically, which it obviously is because it was already running. Stopping it, disabling it, restarting it. Okay, and then configuring an at job. To schedule a one-time job for a specific time, the at utility do the following. On the command line, type the command at. Type the command at time, where the time is the time when the command is to be executed. Oh, okay. Now I understand that. I didn't understand that a while ago. Time, see, they're just using the capital time, so to indicate. Usually they use so like I said, foo in quotation marks or something to let you know. Everybody does it different. That's why it threw me off. I don't think I've ever remember seeing somebody use all caps to. They're yelling at me. It's all I see. To that's what it means on the internet when you type in all caps. You're yelling. So at time, time. It's like it's over, right? Okay. Time's up. So anyway, in parentheses, in quotation marks, is how a lot of people do it. Either the double quotations or the single ones, and okay, that means username. Like if you put username in quotation marks, that means your username. That's what I'm trying to say. So, okay, now the time argument can be defined in any of the following formats: hours, minutes. This specifies exact hour and minute. For example, 04, 4 o'clock. Specifies 4 a.m. Oh, okay. And then you can write out the word midnight, and it specifies 12 a.m. or noon. Specifies. This is funny. I remember this now. Tea time specifies 4 p.m. This must be an English person from England. Tea time. Okay. Monday, yeah. Monday, because I'm not English. I'm Texan. I'm Texan. Okay. Monday, month. Can't even read. Month, day, year. That helps me. Format, for example, January. Okay, so you put it all together. You jam it all together. Month, day, year. You could write it out, I guess, January 15th, 2012, but not properly like that. Okay, and then you can do it the way you see in file manager type stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to keep going on that. Now, okay, plus time, where time is defined as an integer and the value typed in minutes. Okay, I can't read any more of that. That's math. Sorry. But I can do that. 4 p.m., 4 a.m. But if you want 4 p.m., you got to say tea time. Okay. But right now it is 9:39 p.m. Now here's where it's going to get me. Well, maybe not. How do I get, say, 9:40 p.m.? How would I get that? I guess if I put, well, you know how what I'm thinking is, are we going, they're writing it out in 12-hour format, so I guess I'm not in trouble with the 24-hour format. So it would be at, I don't want to tell it to do some job and have it do something I don't want it to do, though. Okay, and then the time must be specified first, followed by the optional date. Oh, so you could tell it a date in the future. Okay, this is a cool application. For more information about the format, see user share doc. Okay, the specified time has passed. The job is executed at that time every day. Well, and so I don't know if this is the one to. Well, no, I don't want to do lucky backup that way, but well, it's already set up for me. It's just I just don't know why it's not running. I think there may be an error. It said it couldn't contact the X server. The X server is the graphic user interface that we read. We read in. And they displayed at prompt defined the job commands. Type the command to the job should execute and press enter. Oh, okay. Optionally repeat these steps to provide multiple commands. Okay, so all I can think of is like running a script, like my install script. Or I'm sure you'd want to run something else, but you wouldn't want to run it every day. And then enter the shell script at the prompt. You could do your backups every day at a certain time, but like me, that didn't work because I'm never on the computer at the same times, hardly ever. So, I am, but it's not consistent. I might be, like this week, I've been getting up fairly early. Well, I was getting up at 4 in the morning. Then I was getting up around 7. Now I'm getting up today I think I got up at 11 in the morning. So it's sliding forward again. Enter the shell script at the prompt and press enter. This is still setting up an at command, schedule or command at job. Okay, and then the job will use the shell set in the user shell environment, users login shell or bin sh, whichever is found first. So I guess you would have to put your script in the bin sh folder is what I'm gathering. Okay. Once you're finished, but this is why I got that Control D, then press Control D on the empty line to exit the prompt. So that's how you would use that thing to set it up. Configuring a batch job. Okay, now I'm getting tongue-tied here at all this. This would be more than one, shell script or whatever to run, and just some more switches into the commands and stuff. And then you can control access to batch, at batch, at allow, and at deny right there. And so then there are additional resources. We're finally at the end. So there's some more resources. Oh, those aren't links. I thought they were going to be links. I don't know how you're supposed to get to those actually. But and then user shared doc at timespec contains detailed information about the values that can be used in cron job definitions. This might be something. This is going to be on your system, so it's going to be on our systems. I think I'll leave that log open. That might be where I saw the. I'm afraid I'm going to have. It didn't go there. User shared doc at timespec. Huh. Whoops. Now I'm back in etc. Nope. I don't know why I don't have that folder for some reason. User share at timespec. Maybe timespec is the file. So let's try this. I think it might be. Yeah. There it is, timespec. Okay, here it is. Abbreviated versions of the YAC grammar used by at. YAC is I guess it's an application. Oh, YAC grammar. That's kind of like HTML. From what I remember, YAC is like a format of writing documents like HTML, or, LibreOffice has its format or whatever. Or programs like Python or C, C++ or whatever, So, yes, it says token, char val, so-and-so, so-and-so. Hard to read these kind of documents, but you can look through. Yeah, see time. I don't know what it is I'm looking at, so I'm not going to. Guess I could look a little harder here, but. Never know, that might be the key to what my problem is here. No, I don't know. It's not Greek, but it's not super easy for me to get either. So, user shared doc. Well, there you go. I never think about that. You got all your documentation is in user shared doc that is actually on your system. So that's pretty cool. Okay. But let's go to etc again. Come on, it won't let me. What did it do? I don't want HTTP etc. There. etc cron. So we got cron D, cron daily, cron weekly. We may have anacron in there too. I already looked in here. Okay, yeah. It's got all kinds of stuff. Webalizer, rootkit hunter. Let's see. Twipper check. I think since I installed so many groups, I think I've got a lot of stuff. But my system's still running good. I didn't slow it down or anything. You do have to watch when you install a whole lot of programs. I think one good thing about it is since I didn't pick and choose them, from just my searches and stuff, is it really going to run every day? Or do you have to tell it to? To update Rootkit Hunter and run Rootkit Hunter via cron. How cool is that? If then did it say when it would run? No. Well, I'm pretty sure I've never seen I haven't really done a lot of looking in these lately in a couple of years in these cron folders and stuff. I do not see anything telling me that it's just sometimes you'll see a whole full figured config file, but it's actually everything's commented out that would make it actually do anything. But this looks like the only thing that's commented out are the instructions. Looks like it really would run, so it may run in the background. Tripwire check. Cert watch. Tripwire. What is tripwire? That's something to do with security. I have to go look. Okay, Webalizer. Well, I think that's something to do with. It analyzes websites, I think. I may have gotten some of this. I remember I tried to mess around with that and I didn't get very far. I may have some of this stuff working by installing all these groups that I never could get working before. But they're just running and not telling me anything because they're all terminal, they run in the command line. Some things can run in the command line without popping, and they don't pop. Most of this stuff doesn't open up any command line or graphic app for you to see. They're just running things. The cron jobs run in the background. Except for Lucky Backup, it opens up and lets you know it's running. It does do that. You could tell it not to. I think you can tell it to be quiet or whatever, Okay, so this is getting way off track, but cron daily, and then I have hourly, and I have anacron. I should look at some of these because they might have my Lucky Backup in there. Anacron daily. Anacron. Okay, so that's anacron. Yeah. And then monthly, nothing in monthly. Weekly, fuse scrub. Oh, please use so-and-so file to enable or disable the script. Yeah, so it may not, that one doesn't look, probably not running because I didn't do anything to enable it. Crypto policies, back end. Just look at the config on that. That's something else. Should contain a single keyword, crypto policy to be applied to default. By default to the applications, available policies are restricted to the following. Legacy ensures maximum compatibility. Default, a reasonable default for today's standards, 80-bit security. That's what it set. Future, a level that will provide security on conservative level that leave to withstand any near-term feature or attacks, 128-bit security. After modifying this file, you need to run update crypto policies. Well, so that's like the things that automatically like your password handling applications and stuff, and automatic, anything that needs to be, I can't say what's the right word, encrypted. Okay, so yeah, I guess there's not a, Chrome, I already went in there, but okay, yeah, I don't see, so that other one that's in a whole different folder. Oh, anacron tab. There's one. That I thought I had saw that. Okay, this one, see cron tab. Okay. This does look like it would run something. Hours range 3 to 30, 22, 1, 5, cron daily. Oh, okay. That tells these other ones when to run. And then 725 cron weekly. At monthly, 45 cron. Nice run parts. Nice. It does say nice. I don't know what that nice is for. I used to think it meant be nice. See, there is a way that nice is used. Like when you force close an app, you do it the nice way or the kill way, you know. I thought that's what it meant too. It's like, don't force anything when you run these things. I don't know. But anyway, there that is. Ant, AT, there's AT. Nothing in the AT. Okay, there's absolutely nothing in the AT. Okay. Well, that's the AT deny. Let's get this in alphabetical order, and maybe we can see. I think I just put it in reverse. Yeah, I did. I guess it was already in alphabetical order. So there's not an etc at, but there's an at deny. And, of course, I'm not really looking for cron anyway. There's CHRONY. See, I had the idea that cron was spelled CH. Well, there's another one. Something else. This is time servers. Oh. This is about updates, it seems. These are all common. Well, most of this is RT sync. I think it's R time sync. I think it really is real-time clock. RTC. Oh, okay. That may be exactly how it syncs the real-time clock. Okay. They used to always say, when real-time kernels were becoming the better thing. If you wanted to do a certain, I remember if you wanted to do a certain kind of audio video apps, you needed to get a Linux system that had a real-time kernel, and they didn't all have real-time kernels at the time. That was back when I think 32-bit was the mainstream and 64-bit was the new thing, I think, processors. But keys, cron, deny. There's cron deny, cron tab. Okay, so there that part of it is. And oops, oh, I see. FS tab, that file right there, I'll talk about it here and there. This is the file that tells what devices to mount when you boot your system. And used to you have to always do this manually to get like any extra drives or anything to mount, like if you added a hard drive or something, but you don't really have to do it anymore. Well, I don't know, I haven't added a hard drive, a regular hard drive in the machine, but my let's see, is it in there? Okay, this one no, that's the boot. Okay, so it's doing it different from my USB backup drive. This is my root. This is that one with the long name. That's the boot. Okay, home and then swap. Yeah. So that's just this drive, just the installed system. You don't want to mess that file up. But I got to where I could do it pretty good. I always had to copy and paste because some of those lines were really. But I did remember. I remembered how to, like, say, if it was a FAT32. And you can go into Crusader and find this part right here, and you can copy and paste it. Not that far, but You can actually do it by you can do it by dev mapper, UUID. There's another couple of ways if you go into, since that's not what I'm really after, I won't go any further. But then you put what type it is. Well, you put where it is, home, where you want it to mount it, actually. And then you put what type it is, and then you can do defaults, or you can do different, there's other different ways of mounting them with more or less privileges and stuff. But anyway, I mentioned that the other day. Of course, this is like videos and videos away from each other, but I mentioned that several times and didn't take time to go in there. So anyway, I was in ATC folder, and I was like, oh, hey, I'm right there. So I did not get my problem figured out. It was closer to the top when I actually found my oh, here it is. I got lucky. Var spool cron. Let's see. Users other than root can configure tasks with the cron tab utility. The user defined cron tabs are stored in var spool cron. Okay. Directory and executed as if run by the user that created them. Okay. Cron tab E to edit the user's cron tab. Okay. Yeah, I already looked in there. Oh, and then there's etc cron tab. Okay, so let's go to, and I think what I figured out, yeah, okay, root, since I'm in as a root user, well, in var spool cron, I guess it would only show you root. Oh, there it is, lucky backup. Okay, so, I mean, it just all looks all great and official, you know. And that was what was made by the Lucky Backup program. Okay, and I went and looked at, the logs that I left open over here. Default done, home. Okay, view. No protocol specified. Cannot connect to the X server. Lucky Backup cannot connect to the X server. But why? X server O. Well, I guess that's really the only clue I've got here. Let's go open that other one up. Then this one is, oh, the 4.5 terabyte. Okay, now. Yeah, and this is the log of it running. Again, I think all these are, well, no, these are the ones that ran. These are older logs, I think, that ran on the old system, actually. Now that I think about it, let's look at those dates. 7/4, yeah. Oh, 7/5. Well, that would have been today. Okay, to 7/4. Oh, that's yesterday. Okay, so they're not the older system. Okay, and then this one. It's like all at the same time. They are different. Oh, they're different. Some of these are different profiles, though. Okay. I wonder if it really is running. Well, I looked in I mean, it could be running in quiet mode, you know, and like there's a box I needed to tick to have it show up here in the top right there with this other stuff, you know. Could be. But, because these all look like they ran. I didn't read everything. I'm skipping, you know, but it's going into details. I just thought if it was my trial runs, but these are over and over and over, so it's not just my trial runs. I only did it 2 or 3 times. But the very latest one, though, the one that's just the full log, or just a default Don last cron log, cannot connect to X server. But then these look like there. It says building the list, just like when you're watching it in the terminal, in the little Lucky Back have its own little terminal for you to watch it in. You can't do anything in there, but you can watch it. It says okay. So I don't get it unless it gets that far and then crashes out. You know, doesn't get to finish. And you don't see anything about an error or anything. So I'm gonna see let's Google search that. That's all I know to do now. Let's see. Well, I've got this in my links, you know, in my bookmarks. So okay, scheduled job does not run. Now we might be getting somewhere. Leave that open still. Let's take them and put them in a different area, because that won't actually put it on the whole other desktop, but it'll just separate them. Okay, let's start right there. That way I can save this in my bookmarks. It's been so long, my laptop went to sleep. I think I better start my preview again. Okay, Lucky Backup. Their profiles don't run anymore after upgrade to a newer version. How old is this? 2012. It's pretty old, but it still may help. Now that's so old, I don't know that it's going to be of any help. And it's talking about Ubuntu, so let's do this. Door 28. Now, let's try that. Well, yeah, that's what I put in the search. Unix, okay. I think this is something else. This is not about Lucky Backup. It's not. That's like a... This is, there we go. It's 2015. Well, that's the first one on that search page that has Lucky Backup in it. So let's see. With the cron job, it's registered correctly. Boot 180. Silent, yeah. I wonder if it said silent in mine. Let's look over here and see. Yep, it says silent. Okay. So that might be one thing. there's probably a deal to make it not be silent, you know. Okay. So that's why I'm not seeing the icon ever come up or anything. What it normally does is it comes up while it's running and then closes when it's done. Yeah, well, that's how it's been for years. You're going to have lucky backup and lucky backup super user. Well, this is long. Let's see if they fixed it. Go down the bottom. Well, this was what somebody thinks is a bug. Yeah, they seem to think it's a bug, but this was in I don't know. I think this calendar shows all the different dates of the post, but maybe the newest date was May 1, 2015. Oh yeah, you can see. Oh, the newest one was on the top, I guess. Usually they go the other way around. Yeah, 5/5/2015. That's in reverse order, so it's hard to understand what's going on. We'll look for fix. Okay. Huh. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, that's interesting, but it's not. Okay, now here's my next thing. Then I don't know if this is going to make any difference. In Fedora 28, I don't think N is going to help, though. It's just going to confuse things. I wonder if I can turn this into I don't know if this works. We used to turn it into a phrase. Half the time with Google, it doesn't matter if you do all that. 2018. There we go. Well, it narrowed it down to absolutely one results. But they're having the same type of problem I'm having, but I didn't see a fix, is the thing. Oh, look at that. Search code. Okay. I don't even know what version I'm running. I haven't looked. Oh. HTML public. Oh. Well, what in the world? This is an HTML document, but it's the code. Well, yeah, lucky backup. I don't see anything about in here. I mean, if get it out, go put it in, turn it in where you can read it right, you know. Okay, this is, let's get rid of the quotation marks. I guess that might have been what made it find as code. That's all I can figure. Yeah. Okay. Lucky backup, lucky backup, lucky backup. But see, it's crossed out now. I said Fedora. See if we can. Yeah, it doesn't matter how hard you try to find things about Fedora. It's always Ubuntu. Makes me mad whenever I'm specifically searching for information in Fedora and I get Ubuntu instead. Net booting. Okay, that's a multi-boot. Well, actually, no, it doesn't do multi-boot, but it's real good for putting ISOs on USB sticks and stuff for booting them. It's another one about UNet booting. Top results talking about UNet booting instead of lucky backup. Put the fun back into computing. Yeah, I'm not having much luck here. I'm going to save what I got. And this is too old, it didn't fix it. That's some kind of code. I mean, can you just change it to like view it? Really don't have any reason to view the raw file. Let's see what that does. No, that doesn't help. Lucky backup is an application. Lucky backup. Looks like it came from their website or something. It could be documentation. Their documentation, I haven't imported all my old links yet, but their documentation pages are pretty good, but I mean, I don't really need, no. View file tree. I haven't, used to when you put quotation marks around something, it would turn it into a phrase. Never seen it, oh wow, that's super long. Do a code search. Oh, that's too long for my clipboard probably. Well, I think I got it all. Sure did. Well, let's try this. Copy. And I'm not sure what. Oh, I don't have Composer. I was thinking about opening it up in Composer, but you can edit HTML files in LibreOffice. Just paste, if it's HTML code, then, well, there's two ways you can do it. You can open an HTML file and edit it, but it won't always work well for an actual web page, you know, it won't not view right. So I don't use it for that. I use Composer. It's an application. It's a KDE app, I guess, because it starts with a K. But so if I put this in here, it's a lot of code, but we'll see. And then save it as an HTML, and then I can open it up in, you know, web browser or whatever. Now, where am I? Save it. Let's just see. I have to go back and get some sort of name for it. Well, I guess I can rename it. I can't do anything. HTML. I'm going to do HTML instead of HTML. I like that better. Just save it in my documents folder. Use HTML writer format. Now, let's go into my documents. straight into my documents folder. We'll open it up. It should just open up and double click on it. It should just open up in Firefox. Well, it didn't open it up right. Darn it. Still just like that. I don't know, maybe it's not. Let me see. Did I do something wrong here? Where's my, I guess I already closed. Yeah, I already closed that editor, didn't I? Open with, yeah. See, Firefox or Chrome would, try it again with Firefox. But it should open it up. Well, maybe the numbers in front. No, that wouldn't hurt anything, I don't think. Anyway, I just wanted to make it readable. Yeah, that looks to me like a good HTML document. I don't know why it's not opening up in the normal, the way you would normally see it. Go try this again. Research. Take a while. Oh, wait a minute. Did I still have that open? Yes, I need to open that up again. It's already open. Well, which one's the one that I just opened up? That I don't need. Okay, now here it is. It's in a different place from where I thought it was. I wondered why it disappeared. Getting too many things open here. View, let's see. Format, line, styles, let's say view. Normal and web, let's see if that works. I'll probably just change the way it's so big, the document's so big. I don't know if that's going to make it readable or not. Great, I'm going to get too much going for this machine. Mess myself up here. That's taking awfully long. It's 70 pages, no wonder. So, I don't know. I don't think it'll be of any help anyway. If I can close the app. I think it's still working on trying to switch the view. Yeah, see there, 25% of CPU. It's not a whole lot of memory. Wait a minute, is that a lot of memory? No, just 153 megabytes, but it's using too much CPU. Yeah, force quit. There. So now we don't have library anymore. That was gonna be could cause me serious problems. Okay. I don't know what you are. I shouldn't have got so curious. Okay. Yeah, see, I just left. Sometimes you can take out, the colons and semicolons and stuff, but used to it made a big difference and it would mess up your search, but take out the year again. Let's change it to Fedora Linux. Okay, that was connect. Display cannot connect to X server. Well, let's try it. Why don't we just go crazy here and let's just go to the Lucky Backup website. Usually, most of these sites don't have, accidentally hit the wrong button on my mouse. I got right and left, I've got extra buttons and I can go back and forward on my, let's see, this was that. Okay, I'm going to close this now because it's got too many things open. Okay, it's on SourceForge, so there may not be, there we go. Lucky Backup. Okay. User manual, SourceForge. Yeah, if you didn't know what Lucky Backup is and all that, I would just get it out of the Fedora repos. It's been in there forever. So, see if there's a search in here. I think this page, yeah, looky there. There's a whole lot on there on just that one page. So let's. It's my favorite backup, and usually they kind of spell funny, lowercase l and then big backup. I'll never be able to understand that, so I'm going to do it this way. And that's one good thing I like about it, because it works in Linux and Windows. Let's see. Now, trying to cannot connect. Cannot connect to X server. Okay, we're going to close these pages here. Oh, I think I found it. Lucky Backup cannot connect to X server. Right there. Okay. X server user permissions. It's essential for a user to execute Lucky Backup in silent mode. Oh, okay. Via cron to be allowed to connect to the X server. Well, that's how it was set. For security issues, this is most of the time not the case for the super user, and were reported at the cron log file. Oh. Yeah. See log file below. Invalid NVJ cookie or no protocol specified. Lucky Backup. I think that's exactly what that thing said, wasn't it? No protocol. Now I've lost the errors that I had opened. Oh, here it is. No protocol specified. Lucky Backup cannot connect to the X server. Okay, so this is it. Please refer to Unix, Linux commands, aux, and aux host for a full understanding of the X server access control issues. If you do not wish to use X server, the console mode option is a nice workaround. Please note that no visual feedback will be available during profile execution. Oh. Well, you know what? Me very happy to do that. I'm going to do a screenshot of that. Me so very happy to do that. You know what? That might be what I did before. And so let's not close the whole program. Well, yeah, Lucky Backup uses some stuff. Oh, okay, I closed that. Well, I want to leave this open because it's going to. You don't have to have so many things open. Don't need the terminal anymore, because I'm going to open Lucky Backup and let's go to the pictures. That way I'll be able to quickly get in there if I need to. Okay, now I think we may be okay. Now, I certainly don't remember that, but that doesn't mean a lot. Me not remembering something. Okay, so man, this turned out to be a big mystery. I thought, since I had it working, I thought it wouldn't be too big of a deal to fix it, but if I could just remember half of all the things I've learned, I would be one part smeller. I mean, smart feller. Okay, so lucky backup, and you go into. I think I know what they're talking about, but let's look. If you do not wish, it won't select just what I want it to select. To use the X server, the console mode is a nice workaround. Please note that no visual feedback will be. That's fine. I mean, if it runs, I'll be happy. So I don't know if that's how I've been doing it. Go to schedule. I saw that. See, use console mode right there. So actually, let's leave it blank, right? So that in my screenshot story, it tells me what I did. Usually that makes sense. Now I'll say OK. Now then I'm going to hit cron it again, just to make sure. Okay. Now, I had thought about this. I thought, what if I have to reboot? It did say it did it, right? Okay. If I have to reboot, how would I do it? Well, I can turn on the ASRock and make it the backup stream and then reboot on camera. Because in order to see if it's going to run, that's what I need to do. See if it's going to run automatically. So, I'm really hoping this is going to work. Okay, so before I do anything like that, let's make sure that, let's see what my last backup was. Excuse me. Of course, this is a video I'm making right now up here, but let's see if we can figure it out. Just by OBS Studio. GTK record my desktop. I wonder if it did a backup this last time. It's making me wonder. Okay, here's the last one. Yeah, 627. You got to go pretty far back to get to 627. 627. That'd be 1543.25. 15. It's not the same file, but I don't know. But I'm looking at the last few numbers. 1543.25. It's hard to find them, you know. But there it is, right there. So 1543.25. That's the only one I have on my new machine that has been backed up. So it's, you know, been a while. So I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna. Well, what I'll do, I will put over here on this camera, and we'll go and switch. I am getting to where I need a break. Maybe I should just do it off the camera. I don't know. I just came in my head, and I've been thinking I'd want to do it. I'm gonna do it. And then if I get it backing up or something, I just want to see if it works. Maybe I can show that on the camera, and then once it gets started backing up, I don't have to, you know, sit here and watch it. I can go take my break, stop the stream or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna. I've done it a couple of times, like leave this stream going while something's going on and go take a break. But I don't like that. I think it's. Videos are long and boring enough. But if you're actually not even there, then okay. Now you know what? This may be what I did last time, and I completely forgot. Probably in all my old screenshots, or some old notes, or even a blog post of my own. Unless I just didn't do it. I don't post my blogs as much as I used to. But it takes longer. It takes me, you know, like when I'm working and doing a live video, However long it takes me to do it, that's how long it takes to make the video. Well, I mean, there is setup and tear down time and all that, but anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, 2 hours. And if I have trouble, it might be a couple hours, but usually it's about 10, 15 minutes to get set up, get everything turned on and ready. And doing a blog post can take anywhere from 30 minutes, generally about the quickest, to 4 hours. You know, it takes time to even copying and pasting most of it, you know. Gotta remember. I really can't remember the password. I might have to go look it up. Okay, I did remember it that time. All right. So I have a user on Mom's Fedora 27 system, you know, still, because I haven't reformatted it yet. But I got to, you know, I need my backups working. I wanted to get right back to trying to fix the hardware on the IBM, either that or getting my other machine in the garage set up, doing something. But let's see, all I really need is I just realized I've got probably several. I think I did back them up, but I've got a bunch of videos over here on this machine. There it is. It's still in camera string mode. Now this one. It's already acting funny. See, the mouse is kind of floaty. It doesn't move real sharply like it should. Let's put it on. But I see the camera, and I don't have audio because. But oh yes, I do, because I'm using the wireless mic is still turned on from the last time I was using it. Is this in backup stream or regular stream mode? You got to pick. Yeah, it's on backup stream. So all I got to do is hit start stream, and it won't start streaming until I, you know, shut down the stream over here on the other one. So I should be good. I was just thinking I'd put it somewhere else for a minute there, see if it. I don't know why it does that, but really, I guess my best bet is to. What happens is, actually, this program will just go white, but it doesn't quit working. It still streams. So if it does it again on me, I'll know. Camera stream. That's all I really need. We're going nuts trying to reach my. Stuck my little long stick back in its hiding place. Yeah, start stream. And okay, it looks like it started, so it should be ready to be my backup stream. So now, it's really cool when it works. It's worked most every time I've tried to do it. The only time it didn't is when I forgot to start the stream or something like that. So, the only thing I've noticed that's kind of tricky is on YouTube, you don't have a way to see whether or not the backup stream is ready to use or not. Like, you can't go see the backup stream. But so this is where I, you know, my Lenovo i5, and I just got through setting Lucky Backup to be in console mode. I almost clicked on that just to see what it would do when I was setting it up, and I thought, well, that's not the way I want it. I want to be see my little icon up there, and you know what? I think I do get the little icon. I bet you that's how I did it last time. All right, so I'm going to play the music out just for a minute, just so I know when I'm switching, or is that no? There's no point in doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here and stop this stream. And it will switch, and then I can reboot. Yeah, and then I can reboot. Okay, so I've got it completely stopped on the Lenovo i5, and I still see on my preview the it's kind of. It started doing the loading thing. I think it may be doing that. I don't know if it's the laptop doing it or the let me reload it, I guess. I was fixing to turn on my audio, but then it started doing the spinning circle that it's loading. But it may be because it's waiting to. Maybe it didn't work. Waiting to see if the backup stream is going to kick in. Okay, no, there's the camera. Okay. Yep. Usually when I watch the video back, it's seamless. It's just usually kind of, it actually switches over quicker than I thought it did, you know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reboot the Lenovo i5. And when it gets rebooted, we'll see if Lucky Backup kicks in automatically. Oh yeah, we have to wait 20 minutes. Oh, I forgot about that. I should have set it for like, you know, 5 minutes or something like that. Yeah, dadgummit. I had this feeling I'm forgetting something. I mean, this is how I want it. I want it to wait 20 minutes, but not. This time I could have changed it so that for the video it would have came right on up. I mean, I could have set it to just at boot. Well, the default was 3 minutes after boot, you know. I don't think I would do it any sooner than that because the machine needs to have time to get everything else booted up, you know, before it starts backing up. But let's go ahead and get on the command line and see the terminal window while it's booting up. And I thought it was booting up, but I think it's still shutting down. Yeah, it says stop job running for user manager for UID. Sometimes it does that. Usually this one had been really. I hadn't thought about that. You know, when it was brand new before I added any apps, it was super fast at shutting down and starting up. So all those wonderful group and apps I installed from the groups, they may, and I did see a bunch of, I saw all those cron jobs and stuff in here during this video, trying to figure all this stuff out. So I may have added it up already. If I get it all kind of slow and sluggish, I'll probably reformat it one more time. Not right away, but after I get everything else done, I might reformat it one more time. And I don't know. But the thing I can't stand is spending just forever installing the apps that I like. There really isn't probably more than, how many apps do I really use? I'm going to just say there's between 10 and 20 apps that I use all the time. But I'll tell you what, when you want something and need it really bad and you can't remember what it is, you don't have time to wait to install it, it really is nice to have a system that has everything on it. So yeah, it was shutting down. It hadn't, I thought it was already booting up, and now it's booting up. When I went into the terminal window, I just looked up and said, oh, it's booting up. Let's get into the terminal window. Because I saw the little, you know, icon that shows it's doing it. But yeah, okay, so it's still crazy how much different now we can go back into the terminal, how much different the SM58 sounds from the lapel mic on the Wi-Fi, you know, on the phone Wi-Fi, on my speakers, my good speakers, but on that little tiny speakers in that laptop, they just pretty well sound the same. So it only does that really teeny MIDI section of the vocal range, or sound range period. I mean, that's all those speakers will do. But so I'm used to using the way the mic sounds to know for sure which mic I'm using. Okay. Which, well, in this case, it would help me know which stream I'm using, because the backup stream is using the Wi-Fi mic, and the Lenovo i5 I'm using the SM58. So it's got the password typed in, and assuming I didn't mess up the password, then we'll see. But we will have, if you do anything like open Lucky Backup or anything, I think, yeah, if you open it up, I think it will interrupt that schedule. So I won't open it up or anything. I don't think I would be able to open it up, change the schedule, and close it again. I don't think that works. You know, unless you want to reboot again, I guess you could do that. But I'm actually getting, I was thinking, you know, I said a while ago I need a break. Well, I was thinking how bad I need a break. and I do. So I don't know. I'll figure out as I go. Um, how am I going to do this? Here's what I'm starting to think. I have that now, and I'm just going to open up the machine like I normally do. I'm thinking what I was wanting to do is get back, and that's what I'll do I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to hurry up and 16 updates on Dragora, NF Dragora, and I left it with desktop screencast. Let's see, but I need to change the profile. If I want to get back to this machine, then I'll go take it off a primary profile and go to backup profile. It was something I had to change to make something work right. Now, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it turned out it was in both of them, and it worked just fine. So I'm going to want to be on desktop and SM58 mic. And then when Lucky Backup opens up, all you'll actually see is a little icon up there, though. But, yeah. So I'm going to do that, yeah. There we go. If I type Lucky, okay, well, there's already a process running, but I don't suppose it's doing its back. No, I was supposed to wait for 20 minutes. But that's Lucky Backup process, so let's leave it like that. As long as I'm up there in the search window, I can't close it by accident or anything. Okay. And I'm going to be desktop. I'm in backup stream mode. Okay. And I'm going to say I should be able to switch back to this machine. Tried doing that. I don't know if I ever did this successfully. Switch from one machine to the other and then back to the original machine without getting mixed up and doing something wrong. So let's triple check our settings. Okay, I'm streaming as a backup stream. Okay. And I see, you know, I'm watching my preview over there, so I see my preview and kind of checking my audio once in a while. Okay. I don't know. When I do that, it may, you know, one time. I can't tell. I was trying to listen to the mic and tell. When I do that, one time I've tried to do this, and I think I clicked on it as a primary stream, and it took over. Tried it once, and it didn't work the first time, I know. Last time I tried to do it, I just hit stream, and it worked. But I think it worked at the instant I started that stream, and I was doing primary stream, which is kind of what I tried the first time. Anyway, I don't know if that made any sense. But I'm going to go turn off the other one because every time I try to run it, it doesn't. It looks like I had a limited time before it was going to lock up and not work. Okay, so yeah, I'm back over on this. So now you're seeing what's on the AS Rock. See, that's why it went to when I switched on the KVM switch, it went to that preview, and you could see the. But it's not froze up. Oh wait, I think it is now. It wasn't when I first went to it, but when I switched off of it and went back, now the colors are all gone and everything. So the only way I can stop it, it stops responding. You can't even see the controls. And then, so what I usually do is click on the X. Just if you close the program, that'll stop it from streaming. And then it says there either wait or force it. And I tried to wait one time, and there's something really wrong. Of OBS Studio not working right on this Fedora. This AS Rock Fedora 27 system, and I kept worrying that it was the processor, but it ran for 5 days scanning in live mode. OBS crashed. Yeah, what's wrong with it? I'm not going to try to report it now. Maybe I'll have to try to get back in there and report it. I just want to see what it is. But this is automatic bug reporting. This is just what happened. Killed by a seg fault. It may just be that because I closed it, I force closed it. So anyway, I'm done with the machine, and I do see my stream is still up. So, oh yeah, I can see, barely see, but it doesn't look like. I mean, I did it. It worked successfully the first couple of times, but then after a while, it got to where it wouldn't run. If you leave it on, I don't know. I thought maybe it's because you're leaving it on the camera, but I've been doing that for long periods of time on my Lenovo i5. So I don't know. I'll worry about that when I get back to that. Well, I'm worrying about it all along, but I mean, I can't really. I got to do one machine at a time. So whatever's going on, I thought maybe another process would come up for Lucky Backup. That's why I thought maybe that, just type in Lucky Backup in the system monitor. If it doesn't bring up an icon or something up here in the top right, then at least we might have another process. Or I can see it should start working harder. It'll use a lot more than 228K of memory, 228K out of 3.87 gigabytes, or there might even be another process that would start up. But let's see, my stream, I should be back on. Yeah, it's still streaming, so it worked. It all worked. I don't know, it might not have all went to plan, but it all worked. But now I guess we're still under backup stream. Oh, you can't look at the profile anymore. Once you start streaming, you can't do anything under the profile section. But, I mean, it really is a primary stream now, but anyway, that's how I did it, and it worked. So I'm not going to try to, well, since that ASRock just can barely do it, I'm not going to try that again, like rebooting this one again or anything. I'm going to wait. I've been wanting to try something. Okay, I'm on desktop, right? Yeah. And I think I'm just going to do that. What should I do? I don't think I know what it would be, though. I've thought before, like if I wanted to show something, what is that? Did something come up? Let's look over here. I thought I saw something blank. No. Oh, the input came on. Oh, maybe that's what. No, that was probably already there. Should have been because it was all working. My sound has been working just fine. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So I guess I can pause my preview now. I don't even remember what it was, but I was thinking recently that in order to explain something, I might play part of one of my previous videos and then maybe even do a little narration in between where I'm talking or whatever. But because I can play them and on the desktop, then they'll just had a little trouble with that. Like if I was playing it in VLC, the sound would work, and if I was playing it on the internet, the sound wouldn't work, or the opposite, or something. And I'm not quite sure. But now I don't even remember what it might have been. And see, the only one that has anything describing what it is that video there, because oh, that's the one I had to upload because the stream got broke right in the middle, and I didn't do a switch. I wasn't doing any backup and primary switch and all that stuff, but it broke. And then started back up again. I had two separate streams that day, but my backup video, of course, kept going, so I uploaded it. But yeah, the rest of them I don't know what they're about. I'd just be playing a video. So but what I was thinking is I could play a video and not make it completely full screen, and this up here would still show, and that would still be seen. Because while I'm not playing, I'm just going to go take my quick break is what I'm saying. I can't even imagine what video I would be playing now. Don't really need to replay the one from today. I don't have a clue of what the rest of them are. And well, I do have. Let's see. There's only one other thing. This is my backup drive, so I have all my old backup videos. Okay, record my desktop. There's a bunch of desktop videos that have never been uploaded to YouTube because I need to convert them all. Last time I counted, there was around, I think there's around 200 in there, if I remember right. I couldn't remember wrong, but some of them are pretty good too. I don't want to just start playing them not knowing what they are. My TRS-80 video. How funny. That'd be a way to get some of these videos edited. Just they're already there, converted. Just play them in OBS and just leave. But, that's KDN Live stuff in there. Oh, it's a mixture of everything. Editing. From when I was editing the videos, I don't see that. I'm sure the actual videos are in there somewhere. Yeah, there's one. There's another one. Those are AVIs. I never did those things. 6.7 gigabytes. And that's how come you wasn't allowed to have that big a file, so I never got those uploaded. And they're AVIs. You could upload AVI, but I don't know if I ever did. I finally found a really good converting program, but it does use quite a bit of resources. And so I haven't done it. Installing the server with Mate Desktop, that actually has some stuff I may need to. I may have to look at that myself. I have it on YouTube. And fine, I think I have the spot, the time put in my description of where the actual getting that Mate Desktop working. That was hard to figure out, kind of like today. FF multi-converter, that's the converter. I finally decided to convert them to WebMs, and they would make a good quality. And I think I don't know. I thought it would work quicker than trying to make them MT4s because WebM is really related to OVG. I don't think it actually had to convert, re-encode it. It just anyway, some of them I did do, but. You can do them in batches, but it takes a long time and a lot of resources, so I hadn't done it yet. I just really I always was going to get it set up on another machine and let it run for a couple of days, But like for instance, here's a video. It's the only thing I can think of, just a funny video. Yeah, I don't think there's any music in here. It was I thought it was kind of fun, just a fun thing. And that's, what do you call it? Video artifacts. So, yeah, I put the video, I merged them together. Video artifacts that happened in some video by accident, merged it in with that. It's actually a camera inside of a speaker box. And see, I made it as like the end of, I could put my titles over it until you get to that point. I didn't remember. Some of them have music on them, but I'm going off the deep end here because I don't know what to do. because I want to I want to actually, even if I don't see it when it happens, I like to catch it on the video when if the thing comes up, the lucky backup. Ah, here we go. First edit. First edit 2 first hour, edit 2 first hour, edit 3 first hour, edit 3. Oh, I've got more edits. First hour. What about the second hour? Where's it? Edit first 17:58 minutes. It's very confusing. I think I even got mixed up about some of this stuff. And see, well, I did it with two webcams, and then I had to edit it to get edit it together. You know, two webcams, two shots, and then I put like picture in picture. You know, but it's always hard to figure out which one. There's 2 hours, or hour and a half, or 2 hours of it. I think it says first hour, so I think there's, and then I edited more than once. I think I did an edit 1, 2, and 3. So some of it like no audio. That one camera didn't have audio because the machine I was doing it on couldn't handle both audio and video. And then, well, and I was using my SM58 mic. That was the reason right there. And then, yeah, I don't even know what all that is. But I know the ones that say no audio, they would be silent. And one of them was just a headshot of me talking, you know, seeing me, my face while I was talking, put that off in the corner, and then the other one was the TRS-80. I'd have to completely go through those to figure out what's what. But I've been wanting to get back to those and do something with them and get them. I did them years ago. It's been years now. 2012, when the nice fellow gave me that TRS-80. I did them right away. But that's why I don't try to edit videos anymore. But I got to thinking, well, you know what? Well, see, it'd be kind of silly because it really is easier to use that conversion program than to, like, just sit here and let these videos play for an hour on OBS Studio, and then, well, something could go wrong more easily that way than if you were converting them, so that'd be kind of silly. But GTK record my desktop. Oh, I wonder why that jumped up. That OBS Studio came up to the top all of a sudden. Maybe I was thinking maybe because Lucky Backup is working right now. It is. Look at there. Woohoo! Well, I fiddled around long enough. Okay, it's worked. Yay! Yay! Victory! But it's not. It is going to be quiet. There is no icon up here. There's usually a little. You never miss that Lucky Backup icon. It's a little round thing with a blue and yellow and an L in it. You know, you can kind of see that it says Lucky. Say we got rsync. See, that's what Lucky Backup does. It's a GUI front end for rsync, the famous Linux sync tool. But see, it's got 3 processes of rsync and a shell script. I guess that's how it does it. Lucky Backup is just a nice looking interface to set you up a shell script to run rsync, and it's running 3 processes of it. Let's see, what was it that was running before? Might have been the shell script that was already running. I can't remember. Or did it just say Lucky Backup? Might have said Lucky Backup. I know I typed Lucky Backup in there. I guess that maybe this is the one that was running all along. I can't even remember now, but it's doing it right now. And I'm pretty sure we can tell because click up there in that window so I can't hurt it. Oh, because OBS Studio, yeah, there's the file that's being written. See, it doesn't have FLV yet because it's being written right now. Well, it has FLV over there, but what does that say? Oh, okay. So until it's finished, it's going to look like that. But when it's finished, it will, be the right size. And I mean, it's going to be whatever size the file is from this one over here. It just so happens I've got both of those sides open. So when it's finished, it will be, it'll be, the FLV will be right here, like the rest of them, and then it'll go on to the next file. But that's going to take a while because, well, you see, I've got that's a lot of data there. Some of those files are 3 gigabytes. So quite a few of them are going to be 1 to 3 gigabytes. And all those little files are me doing I always do a screen test, audio video test before I start streaming. If I didn't, I'd always be having messed up streams. Still have trouble sometimes. But GTK record my desktop. I do wish the icon would come up, but that's all right. As long as I know it's working, because that tells me that it's, working. GTK record my desktop. I have all kinds of ALSI audio. Some of them say what it's about. Setting up USB audio card. Some of them are not so, it's like today's video, not so great and mixed up. And some of them are pretty good. So I really do. That's another set of stuff I want to get. And some of them are more like tests. Audio drops out 11 to 20 minutes and things like that. So, but that I used to use this GTK record my desktop. GTK is the graphic user interface. Record my desktop is the desktop recording app, which is really just a terminal command line app. And some other, I put other things in there like references for myself and stuff. But that's not the story right now. This is the story. We are getting our lucky backup on. That was always the stupidest phrase anybody ever thought of, getting our so-and-so on. I don't think the kids say that anymore, do they? I don't know. You know what they used to say when I was younger? I always thought it was stupid, but get your feed bag on, which made some sense, because a horse, they use a lot of people would put a bag over the horse's mouth and fed for them, and they would just stand there and they would hook it over their ears and they would stand there and eat that oats or whatever was in there. And so that was and so people thought that was a funny way to say, you're going to eat like a horse. Get your feed bag on. Eat like a horse. You're really hungry, and I'm starving. I'm going to get my feed bag on. Now, when I was growing up, when I was young, that was a saying. And then I don't know if that's how the people of the 90s or so or early 2000s got into saying getting this on, getting that on. But I don't know if they knew that's where it came from. But that's where I'm at. I guess it came from. So, I'm going to be getting my break on here is what I'm going to do, because I need to. Okay, so, now that I've succeeded in my goal of actually getting to see Lucky Backup start running, I know it's going to take a long time, so I'm not going to subject anybody, myself, to that long of a video of that. So, I think I can actually quit now. I was really not thinking. I was trying to think, where's my camera? It's like I lost my camera when I did all that switching around. It's like I lost both of them. There's that one. I think it might have went to sleep. There it is. I don't know if maybe Lucky Backup got kind of out of whack. Lucky Backup. OBS Studio got kind of out of whack with me. I didn't close the program, I don't think. I rebooted. Yes, I did. I rebooted the machine. So I guess that's what happened. I completely rebooted this machine. And normally, I always turn my cameras on first and then open OBS Studio, and it sees the cameras right away. It seems to like it better that way. If you open it first and then turn on your camera, most of the time it works, but sometimes it doesn't. You just can't get that camera to show up to you. Well, usually if you close OBS and open it back up, they'll show up. But switching to different scenes often will make them come on in and work. So, like if I go to desktop, if I'd have thought I'd go to desktop, and then just go back over there, then I think I'll close that. That's make the machine work harder. Okay, so now I'll come back over to the camera. It should be okay this time. It should be okay this time. Do you even have any audio? Yeah, okay. I don't know. That's kind of weird behavior there. That one works. Last time that's what I did. Oh, look at that. It makes no sense whatsoever. So anyway, yeah, I guess this machine's, oh, well, maybe it's acting slow because Lucky Backup is running. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to take my break, and, well, it's only, oh, gosh, it's 11:07. I went to bed at 11:07 last night and didn't get up till too late. I don't remember now. One time I said 11, but I think I got up before then. Anyway, now, if I'm just start getting ready for bed right now, then I'll be lucky to get in bed by, 1, 11, 12, 1. So I didn't realize how late it was. I knew it was kind of later when I started this stream, and, because I got a really late start because I had to do other stuff for hours, 6 hours of doing other stuff. But I thought I'm tired enough. I surely wouldn't keep going all that long. But then we got pizza, and that I thought it was going to put me to sleep, but it actually gave me energy. I felt good all this time now. Let's see if my stream. I don't hear my audio. Oh, because I paused the stream. I wanted to check it. I was getting ready to go, but I wanted to check my stream. I don't want to go not knowing if it wasn't working. Could. So that makes it work. I don't know about the icon not showing up. What I figured when I saw that that running terminal or whatever it says in Lucky Backup, and I thought, well, wonder if I should check that. And I thought, no, because I think that'll make me not see the icon, and because if you're running something in the terminal, then you don't get a graphic user anything, right? So I didn't check it, but I don't think it really registered with me that Lucky Backup wouldn't run right at all. But there we go. There's a problem, or kind of, I don't know, I guess you could call it a bug, sort of. I don't think it's so much a bug. It's really the changes. When it used to work for all years and years, it's worked. I've been using Lucky Backup for years. And it used to work just fine. I had it working in Fedora 23, just like I was describing here. You see the icon, and if you want to, you can click on the icon and open up the window and see the graphic window, and then, or you can close it. If you close it, it'll still keep the icon up there in the top, and not on your desktop anymore, so you can see all my waving. But it is working. And yeah, the machine's slow now, so it's working hard. Well, it's writing all those videos to the backup drive. So best thing for me to do is stop streaming. So it's working, and boy, I'm glad of that. I think that's another major thing. I need to do a lot of settings in my browser and all the different things that are not set up the way I like it, but I need to get my server back together. So now that I have my backups running, maybe I can get either get this server fixed or get that other one set up as a server, that old gateway outside. It's a 2.8 gigahertz. I just have to put it only has 512 megabyte of RAM, and this one has 2 gig. But I don't know if this RAM will even run in that. It's one of the fastest DDR RAMs that there are. I got new RAM for like $10 a stick. I was talking about that in one of my previous videos. I did it for all these old machines that, not all of them, I didn't have these other ones, but all the ones I had at the time, 3 of them, I put 2 gig, each one, and the max they could take is 2 gig, and I filled them up, $10 a stick, brand new. So anyway, we'll see when we get to that. Probably be tomorrow. I'm not coming back tonight, so hopefully it'll be tomorrow when I come back. Okay, this is Don. Lucky Backup to you. All right, bye-bye.